Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about another important concept in the biodiversity and its conservation, that is IUCN. What is that one? IUCN. What is the full name of IUCN? What is the importance of IUCN? What are the goals and targets of IUCN will be discussed in this video. Okay, first, what's the definition of IUCN? That one you should have to remember. The definition of IUCN is International Union for Conservation of Nature. What is that? International Union for Conservation of Nature. So, conservation of nature, that is important. So, it will be protects the nature and it will be give the guidelines to the governments about the protection of the nature. So these are all the things you should have to remember. So International Union for Conservation of Nature. So is an organization. What is this actually? It's an organization working in the field of nature conservation and sustainable use of natural resources. So it's an organization. What is IUCN? It's just an organization, but its main function is working in the field of nature conservation, so protection of nature, and also sustainable use of natural resources. How to use the natural resources? Because you know very well, forest, soil, water, okay, these are the wind, and these all are natural resources. So we have to use natural resources sustainably, judiciary manner. Why? If anything is wrong, suppose deforestation, what will happen? So that will affect the total life on the earth. So how to use the resources sustainable? So what you called the working in the field of nature and nature conservation and sustainable use of natural resources. Sustainable use of natural resources. This is important. Sustainable use of natural resources. So another important one. It was established in 1948. So which year? This is a neat bit. The IUCN established in 1948 and located at Glandvidi, Switzerland. So this International Union Conservation of Nature established in 1948 and located at Glandvidi, Switzerland. So it's involved in. So what's the International Union Conservation? Major agenda. It involves. Okay, very important. It is involved in data gathering and analysis research field projects. Analysis research field projects. Okay, so this is a one more important point. Okay, what I am telling is, what is that? Data gathering. Okay, it is involved in the data gathering and analysis research. Analysis research. That is another important point. Analysis research. Okay, so what is analysis? Next, another point, field projects and education on conservation. Field projects and education on conservation. This is also one more important point. Okay, field project and what you called education on conservation, sustainable development and biodiversity. Sustainable development and biodiversity. So these are all the points you should have to remember. So what I am telling, should listen very carefully. So what is the major agenda, or what are the major important targets of IUCN? So first one is data gathering and analysis research, field projects and education on conservation, sustainable development and biodiversity. That is important. IUCN mission is to influence. What's the mission? IUCN's mission is to influence, encourage, okay, influence, and encourage and assist societies, influence, encourage and assist societies throughout the world, not one area or not one state, not one country, throughout the world, to conserve the nature, to conserve the nature and to ensure that any use of natural resources, okay, is equitable and ecologically sustainable. Ensure that any use of natural resources is equitable and ecologically sustainable. What do you call ecologically sustainable? So these points you should have to remember, ecologically sustainable. Next, another important one I'm telling to you. So it influences the government and industries. It influences which one? Governments and industries through partnership. Okay, through partnership by providing information and advice. Providing what they will do, it will be provided information and advice to give the advice to the governments and industries through partnership by providing information and advices. This is another important point of what you called this IUCN major work. The organization collects. What this IUCN will do? The organization collects, compiles, publishes, collects, very important. What it will do? Collects. Okay, first point, collects and compiles and publishes the IUCN Red List of threatened species. Of threatened species, red list of threatened species and their conservation status. Okay, threatened species and their conservation status in the world. It plays a vital role in the implementation of several international conventions of nature conservation and biodiversity. So it okay plays a vital role in the implementation of several international conventions on nature conservation and biodiversity. So this is about what you call IUCN. Once again, should listen carefully, children. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, working in the field of nature conservation and sustainable use of natural resources. It established in 1948 and located at Glandwede, Switzerland. So data gathering and analysis research it will do, field projects and education on conservation, sustainable development and biodiversity, the major program of IUCN. Next, mainly the agenda is IUCN's mission is to influence, encourage and assist societies throughout the world to conserve the nature and to ensure that any use of natural resources is equitable. Okay, is equitable and what you call ecologically sustainable. Next, it influences this organization influences the governments and industries through partnerships by providing information. Next, advice. The organization collects, the compiles and publishes the IUCN Red List of threatened species. Threatened, which I say tiger is threatened species. So IUCN Red List of threatened species and their conservation status in the world. It plays a vital role in the implementation of several international conventions on the nature conservation and biodiversity. This is the important red data book. Red data book or red list is a catalog. Red data book or red list is a catalog of taxa facing risk of extinction. Risk of extinction. IUCN, International Union of Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, renamed as, so International Union Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources renamed as World Conservation Union. So now renamed as which one? World Conservation Union. So it is located in Morger, Switzerland. Located in Morger and which country? Switzerland. It maintains the red data book. It maintains the which one? Red data book. The concept of red list was mooted in. So the concept of red list was mooted in 1963. The purpose of preparation of red list. What is the use of red list? Why should we have to prepare the red list or threatened species? This is a very important. So, what is Red Data Book? So, this IUCN plays a vital role in the implementation of several international conventions on nature conservation of biodiversity. Red Data Book or Red List is a catalog of taxa facing risk of extinction. Catalog of taxa facing risk of extinction. IUCN Natural Resources, renamed as World Conservation Union, Morgan, Switzerland, maintains the Red Data Book. Extinction, very important this is. So IUCN Red List of threatened species. Critically endangered after Red Data only. Okay. So next one, they create the first this Red List. Okay, first the concept of Red List was mooted in which year? 1963. So what is the purpose of preparation of Red List? That is important. First one, create awareness on the degree of threat to biodiversity. What is that one? Create awareness on the degree of threat to biodiversity. Create awareness on the degree of threat to biodiversity. This is important. Second one, identification and documentation of species at high risk of extinction. Identification, documentation of species at high risk of extinction. Create awareness on the degree of threat to biodiversity. Awareness is important to the public and to people and governments. So, on the degree of threat, what are the threats to biodiversity? How to save the biodiversity? Major problems where are coming? What is the effects of fragmentation, alien species invasion, okay, deforestation, okay, in what you called like this kind of threats information, you know very well, quartered evil, okay, mainly urbanization, fragmentation, deforestation, co-extinction, alien species invasion. These all are the related information about the biodiversity loss. So who will give and what is the importance of this red list means create awareness on the degree of threat to biodiversity. So that information is given by the red list only. Next, the red list main purpose, another important purpose of preparation of red list. Okay, another important purpose of the preparation of red list is identification and documentation of species at high risk of extinction. So, identification and documentation of species at high risk of extinction. So, suppose one animal is there, tiger is there. The tiger is going to extinct, means immediately we will ready to take care about that particular animal or tiger. Suppose we don't know about the information that is in the high risk or that is going to extinct, like that if you don't know in the sense, so automatically what will happen, that particular species will be definitely extinct. If you know, we will ready to take the precautionary measures to protect that particular tiger. So that is why the main important purpose of the red list is what is that? Identification and documentation of the species at high risk of extinction. Next, to provide the global index on declining biodiversity. So why the biodiversity is declining? What are the problems for the biodiversity? Why this biodiversity is getting less or loss? Why we are losing the biodiversity? Why these many species are getting extinction? That kind of information we will get from this red list, IUCN's red data book or red list. Next one, preparing conservation priorities and help in conservation of action. So we have to develop the conservation priorities. So which species first we should have to conserve are priorities. So priorities, what priorities we have to take first for the conservation of which species, and help in the conservation, and also help in the conservation. So they directly involve or help to the government for what, in the conservation point of view. Also this IUCN red data book or red list will helpful. Next, information on international or what you called agreements on conservation of biological diversity. What you call information on international agreements on conservation of biological diversity. So international agreements. So we should have to stop the pollution. We should have to stop the usage of chlorofluorocarbons. We should have to stop all the what you called threats which are causing threats to the biodiversity actions. So these all international agreements on conservation of biological diversity information also we will get from what you call this red data book or red list. Okay. Next, red list has 8 categories of species. So red list has how many categories of species? This is also another important. The red list has 8 categories of species. What are those 8 categories of species? Observe very carefully. So the red list has 8 categories of species. Number 1, extinct. Number 1, what? Extinct. Extinct in the sense, which one is going to extinct, already extincted. Okay, that extincted species information. Extinct in the wild, so completely extincted, okay, in the wild. Next, critically endangered, going to completely extinct. So extinct, number 1. Extinct in the wild, so wild in the sense you know very well, complete forest related open nature like that. Next, critically endangered. Next, endangered. Okay, critical endangered after endangered. So what's the difference? So going to endangered. Critical endangered means near to extinction. Endangered means going to become critically endangered. So like that. Next, vulnerable. Next, low risk, data deficiency, and not evaluated. So which one is still not evaluated? So data deficiency. So these all the things, this kind of what you called major categories are there in the red list. Okay, children. So what are those in the red list? What you called the categories? Number 1, extinct. Number 2, extinct in the wild. Number 3, critically endangered. Number 4, endangered. Number 5, vulnerable. Number 6, low risk. Number 7, data deficiency. Number 8, not evaluated. So these are the categories are there in the red list. Okay, children. So this is the information about red data book and International Union for Conservation of Nature. So International Union for Conservation of Nature. So first it located in the Glandwide, Switzerland, established in 1948. So the IUCN's mission is to influence, encourage and assist societies throughout the world to conserve nature and to ensure that any use of natural resources is equitable and ecologically sustainable. That is the point. So next, influences the governments and industries through the partnership by providing information and advice. The organization collects the complaints and publishes the IUCN Red List of threatened species and their conservation status in the world. It plays a vital role in the implementation of several international conventions on nature, conservation and biodiversity. Red Data Book or Red List is a catalog of taxa facing risk of extinction. IUCN and Natural Resources, renamed as WCU, World Conservation Union, Marches, Switzerland, maintains the Red Data Book 1963. Is create awareness of the degree of threat to biodiversity, identification and documentation of species at high risk of extinction, provide global index or declining biodiversity, preparing conservation priorities and helping conservation of action, information on international agreements on conservation of biological diversity, extinct in the world, okay, critically endangered, vulnerable, low risk, data deficiency, and not evaluated. These all are the categories which are present in the red data book. Okay, children, red list.